Death is something that shouldn't be feared, mainly because we don't have a choice. Nobody wants to die, but nobody gets out alive. Um, so if you know this is going to happen, we have to embrace it as a society, and we don't. I grew up around the business, so I've been seeing death from a very early age. So it doesn't bother me because I realize and I know that death is certain. That's why people don't like to talk about it. They think they're gonna live forever. They dye their hair. They get a boob job. They get Botox. You know, they color their mustache to try to look younger. Uh, those are things that I'll never dye my hair. I love my gray because I'm thankful that I lived this long to see my gray. Death affects people different ways. No family's the same. It's a very intimate and stressful time for some people. And a lot of people don't go to funerals because they can't take funerals. A lot of people feel guilty because they didn't treat mama right. So they get very emotional. Guilt, shame builds up. So I tell people all the time, I have friends of mine, man, call your dad, call your mom, and just check on them. Because sometimes we get wound up in the world and we forget to call mom and dad. It's very important that we do, because I see a lot of families that are dysfunctional, and it breaks my heart to see families that are divided at a time such as this, because that's not the time. People get angry during death, which is understandable. It's one of the stages of grief. But if you care about death, then my philosophy is you care more about life. Mainly because to love life, you have to realize that you're gonna die. So you make the best of it while you're here. There are two most important times in your life: when you're born and when you understand your purpose and why you're here. Those are the most important times of anybody's life. And some people never get to the point where they understand their purpose or why they're here. But when you do, that's very important. I hear a lot of preachers say on a tombstone, you have your date of birth and then your date of death. But in between that is the time that we live. Like the dash between the dates, that's our lives. So I believe in love, peace, happiness, joy. All of those come along with living. It's not that I don't have issues and circumstances that I don't enjoy, but it's how we act during that circumstance that makes us better people.